Oh, the background of David Lee now behind me.
So Draymond, how would you assess DJ's performance tonight?
I thought he was great. He was Johnny on the spot with the towels, running to the table, picking up shirts, bringing guys their stuff. I did see a little video back there of him handing the shirt to to Clay and not Cheese. But other than that, I thought he was fantastic. Well behaved. He stayed out the way, but got in there when he needed to get in there, scooped the towels up. It was great, man. This organization is amazing, to allow him, Coach Kerr and Ehausen to allow him to sit there and help. Like those are you miss so much doing this job. And, those are the moments where it's all worth it, and for him to have that experience, it's special. And I don't take that for granted. I know Coach Kerr doesn't have to allow that to happen, so I'm very appreciative of that because it's like I can't give him that experience doing anything else if I wanted to, and so I don't take that for granted one bit. It's incredible for him to be able to share that moment with us and be in the mix and just kind of see how it's all working, and that is special.
You always take it upon yourself when you think the team needs a boost of energy to bring it. Does having him around do that for you?
Of course. Like I said before, that's a part of my motivation. Like I want him to see and understand, like I can play a little bit. And the reality is he's 4, about to turn 5. And like I said, last year I had a pretty good year, but the year before that, I played 12 games and I was terrible in all of them, except the Christmas Day game against Houston and the game we had in Cleveland. Other than that, I was terrible. But that's when he's just starting to understand and watch the game, and so for him and my oldest daughter, Olive, to see that, and just understand, okay, he can play a little bit. It is motivation for me because I know I have not given for them to see what they should. And so it's definitely motivation, and it gives that boost for sure.
With his birthday coming up, with Christmas coming up, are these family memories that you feel just special this time of year?
100%. I told him today, I said, you like that? Just back there. He was like, it was fun, Daddy. I said, all right, we can't do it all the time, though. We can do it sometimes. That was an early birthday gift. He's like, I love it. And so you definitely, everything is heightened right now. You spend that time with your family. Obviously, we won't be here for Christmas Day, so just ways that you can try to make up for it. Obviously, you can't make up sitting at home with your kids and your significant other and the rest of your family on Christmas Day. There's no substitute for that, but if there's anything close for him, this was it, and so it was great.
You mentioned it was a birthday present. I just want to know if anybody slipped him any money for his services tonight.
Absolutely not. You don't get no money for that. No, sir. You come put some work in. Everything isn't a paid opportunity, and this definitely wasn't. No, sir. If somebody give us some money for that, I'm taking it. Take the money. No problem.
And second, what did you think about Eric Hausen's new assistant, DJ Green?
I thought DJ was really solid. His hustle up and down the sidelines was very impressive. And he's got a lot to learn, though. He's a young guy, and we just got to give him more reps.
Draymond said, though, you do foster a family environment. Why do you want to make sure children and families feel welcome?
It's I still remember when my son Nick was a ball boy in Dallas one night when I was playing with the Spurs, and Pop invited him to do it, and we flew on the team plane and was the ball boy, and it's one of the highlights of my career. So I always remember that, and I always want to be able to do that for our players. I remember when Zaza's two boys came on an East Coast trip a few years back, and it was just amazing to watch them blossom, during the 10 days where they were scared to say anything, on day one, and then, calling out first bus on day 7 at the end of shoot around, trying to get the guys to head back to the hotel. So it's always fun to have family involved. It lightens everything up, and I think guys really enjoy it.
Stevie mentioned Steph's game, and was it beyond the shooting that you saw that there was a struggle for him?
Yeah.
In what ways did you see that?
His defense, his weak side defense was not what it's been. He's had a phenomenal defensive season. We've talked about it. And his defense was not there tonight. I think he just didn't seem locked in at that end. And then obviously was missing a lot of shots that he normally makes. And then he flipped the switch at the start of that fourth quarter and was brilliant. So, we've put a lot on his plate here in the first third of the season. And I think the last couple of weeks, with the chase for the record, there's been a lot, and I think maybe he's a little tired right now. He could probably use a few days to settle down.
And you took him out in the third because you felt that, and
he looked tired, and he just didn't have his usual spark. And I just thought, let's see if we can finish the third, with some bench guys and bring Steph back to start the fourth, and maybe he'll find it. And that's exactly what he did.
It was a nice ovation for him as his 3-point record was shown. And was that a nice moment to see everybody appreciate what he did that didn't happen here?
Yeah, that was nice. Before the game, and then even during the game, there was the video, and I could hear the crowd cheering. And Steph has got a lot of fans here, as you know.
Gary, what kind of a mentor is Eric Hausen to maybe not just Draymond Jr., but just the example he sets behind the scenes for all of you?
Oh, he's our glue. He makes sure everything's get done, set up, whatever we need. I don't think he gets enough credit. He's behind the scenes, but he literally is the glue for the Golden State Warriors. And then Lil Dre DJ, tonight he was amazing, helping out every way he can. Made some couple big plays in the second half. So shout out to DJ. Oh, you guys are great. All right, guys, I'm gonna send DJ up for you.
Draymond was in here before you, and he talked about how blessed he feels that Steve and the staff here lets you guys have a real family atmosphere. DJ's here today and around quite a bit. First of all, how would you assess DJ's performance? And second of all, just what does it mean to have that kind of environment toward the family and stuff?
It's huge, man. Even, back when, the world was open, family would be able to fly on the plane. Like, the only thing that Steve in the front office wants you to worry about is what you do on the court. Like anything off the court, you have the family around, like all that stuff. So it's huge, man. And it's exciting because it's like, think about DJ. He's 4 right now? Turns 5. Oh, shoot. Well, hopefully he's here on Wednesday. I'll bring him something. But he turns 5 on Wednesday. When he's 15, he still won't realize the magnitude of what he was doing when his dad and them were at the height of their run, being around Steph, being around Clay, being around Steve. But him rebounding for Steph, rebounding for Clay, rebounding for his dad, passing, being in this atmosphere, that's only going to want him to be the best at whatever he does because he's around the best every single day. The Raiders' performance, it was amazing. Came out, brought the towels, brought the masks. I don't know many 4-year-olds that would be that locked in and literally just shadowing E. Hausen. If you think about it, and E. Hausen's story, that's what he did. He was a ball boy at 10. That's all he loved to do. And then eventually worked his way up. No one's saying DJ is going to want to be a ball boy, but E. Hausen's the best at his job. But he's 5 and he's about to be 5 and he's around some of the greatest basketball that's ever being played at this point. He won't realize that, like, the full magnitude at even when he's 15.